Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise which is data handling. Okay dear students, now dear student, in that class we are going to discuss some next important question, some other important chapter of your NCERT exercise which is comparing quantities. Dear students, in that chapter there are so many topics include in that chapter, like in that chapter we discuss about the topic ratio and proportions. We discuss about the topic percentage. We discuss about the topic buying and selling of an object, like it means then we discuss about the topic or problem based on selling price and cross price. And also we discuss about the questions or problem based on interest or simple interest. Okay, so dear student, first of all we are take the topic problem based on problem based on ratio. Okay dear students, now we take some important questions based on ratio of your NCERT exercise. Let's see. The question is, find the ratio, find the ratio, okay, find the ratio of, first point is what, 20 kg to 20 kg to 250 gram. Okay, we find the ratio of 20 kg to 250 gram. Okay, second one is what, dear friends? Second one is what, you find the ratio between 35 days to 35 hours to 40 hours. Okay, second one is to you find the ratio of 35 days to 40 hours. Okay, and next one is what, to find the ratio of rupees 15 to 60 paise. And third fourth one is what, to find the ratio of 50 kilometer to 500 meter. Okay, now these are the question based on what, based on the topic proportion. Okay, now in that question, dear friends, in first of all we discuss one important thing. Dear friends, we compare only between the similar quantities. Okay, we always compare between the similar quantities. Thus, dear student, in that way, first of all, in all that type of questions, first of all, we convert it into the same units. First of all, we convert it into the same units. After that, we find their required ratio. We find their required ratio. So, first of all, let's see. We take and solve the first part of this question, which is what, we find the ratio of 20 kg to 250 gram. Okay, 20 kg to 250 gram. So first of all we convert kilogram into the gram, because first of all in that type of questions we convert the given unit, given values into the same unit. So for that, let's see. Since we know that in 1 kg, in 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. In 1 kilogram there are how many grams? In 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. Okay, now that is the required ratio, that is the required ratio is what, that is the required ratio is what, let's see, 20 kilogram to the 250 gram. First of all we convert 20 kilogram into gram. So for that we get what, let's see, we get what, 20 into In 1 kilogram there are 1000 grams, so here we write 1000 gram divided by what? 250 gram. Now gram cancel to each other, 0 also cancel to each other. Now we get what? 2 into 1000 divided by 25. Now we get what? 2 into 1000 divided by 25. Now let's see what we get. Let's see, 24, 25 4 the 100, that is 0, that is we get what? 40 to the 80 upon 1, that is the required ratio is 80:1. This is our required solution of the given question. Thus, dear student, in this way the required solution of the given question, we find the ratio of 20 kg to 250 gram is what? 80:1. Okay, dear student, 80:1 is our required solution of the given questions. Now clear everyone? Okay, now similarly dear friends, so in finding the ratios between two similar quantities, first of all you convert or we convert into the same units. After that we can solve that type of question is very easily. Okay, now let's see the next question, next part of this question. Now dear students, we take and solve the second part of this question. Second part of this question, based on we find the ratio of 35 days to 40 hours. Okay, now let's see here. First of all, let's see, 35 days to how many hours? 40 hours. Therefore, first of all we convert days into the hour. Let's see, since we know that in one day there are how many hours? 24 hours. In one day, dear student, in one day there are how many hours? 24 hours. Okay, dear students, now so in one day there are 24 hours. Thus the required ratio, okay, thus dear student, the required ratio is what? Thus the required ratio is 35 days to the 24 hours. Thus we get what? 35 into days. First of all we convert days into the hour, so we write as one day is how many hours? 24 hours. So this is, we write 24, this is 40, sorry, this is 40, 24 hours divided by what? 40 hours cancel to each other, so we get what? 35 into 24 divided by 40. Okay, 35 into 24 divided by 40. This is the now we simplify them. Let's see, 6 4 the 6 4 6 the 4 10 the, now 2 5 the 2 3 the, so we get what? We get 35 into 3 divided by 5. Now let's see, 5 7 the 35, 5 7 the what? 35, so we get what? 7 into 3 upon 1, that is 21 upon 1. Thus the required ratio is 21:1. Thus dear students, the required ratio is what? 21:1. Okay, so this is our required solution of the given question. Thus dear students, in this way you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on the topic ratio. Now dear students, similarly we take and solve the next part of this question. Let's see. Now Dear student, we take and solve the third part of this question. We get what? We find the ratio of rupees 15 to rupees 60 paise. Okay, let's see. Rupees 15 to 60 paise. Dear students, let's see. First of all, you know that in how many paises in 1 rupees? Let's see. Since we know that in 1 rupees there are how many paises? 100 paise. Okay. In 1 rupees there are how many paises? 100 paise. That is the required ratio is what? The required ratio is what? Rupees 15 upon 60 paise. So first of all we convert rupees into the paise. So for that we write 15 into 100 paise divided by 60 paise. Now paise cancel to each other. 0 is also cancelled to each other. So we get what? 15 into 10 upon 6. Okay. Now we simplify them. We get what? Let's see. 2 3 is 6. 2 5 is 10. 3 5 is 15. Now we get what? 5 into 5 divided by 1. 5 5 is 25 upon 1. Thus the required ratio is 25:1. Okay. Thus the required ratio of the question rupees 15 to 60 paise is what? 25:1. This is our required solution of the given question. Now, dear students, similarly we take and solve the next part or last part of this question. Let's see. Fourth. Now let's see. And the fourth part of this question is what, dear student? 50 kilometer to 500 meter. We find, dear student, we find the ratio of 50 kilometer to 500 meter. So for that, first of all, we convert kilometer into the meter. For that, dear student, what is the what do you know? Dear student, first of all, we know that in 1 kilometer there are 1000 meter. Okay, let's see. So first of this, now we know that in 1 kilometer there are how many meters? 500 meters. Sorry, in 1 kilometer there are 1000 meters. So for finding the ratio between them, first of all we convert it into the same units. Okay, that is the required ratio. That is the required ratio is what? That is the required ratio is what? 50 kilometer to 500 meter. Now we convert kilometer into meter, so we write as 50 into 1000 meter divided by 500 meter. So meter cancel to each other, and 20 also cancel to each other. We get what? 50 into 10 divided by 5. So 5 times are 5, 5 times are 50. So we get what? 10 into 10 divided by 1. 10 times are 100 upon 1. Thus the required ratio is 100:1. Okay. Okay. So this is the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear students, in this way we clear the topic of that chapter, clear the topic of ratio of that chapter. Now, dear students, first of all you revise all the questions. which we discuss in that class. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay, now Jason, we take and solve some other important question and other important topic of that chapter, which is percentage. Let's see. Now, first of all, we discuss about the topic percentage. Dear students, the meaning of percentage is what? First of all, we discuss about the what is the meaning of percentage. Let's see. The meaning of percentage is the meaning of percentage is per 100. Okay, dear student, the meaning of percentage is per 100. It means that if we write x percent, okay, dear student, if we write x percent and the symbol of percentage is what? This. We represent the symbol of percentage in this way. This is the symbol of percentage. If, dear student, we write x percent, what is the meaning of that? Dear student, if we write x percent, to the meaning of that is what? The meaning of that is what? X upon 100. Okay, the meaning of that is what? 1 x upon 100. If similarly, if we write 1%, then the meaning of 1% is what? 1 upon 100. If we write what? 2%, then the meaning of 2% is what? 2 by 100. If we write 5%, so we write 5 by 100, etc. So this is the concept of percentage. Okay, now we take some important question of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. Let's see. Now, let's see. If we take a question, find 20% of rupees, 2,500. Okay. This is the question here. This is one of the very important question based on percentage. Now let's see what is the concept to solve that type of question. Just in that type of question, one of the most important thing is that the meaning of off. The meaning of off is what? Multiply. The meaning of off is what? Multiply. Just multiply in this way. Okay. So this is the concept of off. The meaning of off is what? Multiply. So now for solving that question, let's see. What do we find? We find that 20% of this. So we write in this way: 20% of rupees 2,500. It means that 20% means, just I discussed about that topic. The meaning of 20% is what? 20 upon 100. The meaning of is multiply by 2,500. Okay. Now 20 cancel to each other. So we get what? 20 into 25, that is what? 500 rupees, 500. Thus, in this way, dear student, we can say that the meaning of 20% of 500 to 2500 is what? Rupees 500. This is our required solution. Okay. Thus, dear student, in this way, you can solve all the questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay. Now we take the next question of based on percentage. Let's see. Let's see the next question, which is what? Let's see. uh, find the whole quantity. Your question is find the whole quantity if 5% of its if 5% of if 5% of its is 600 is let's see its solution. Okay, dear students, this is very important question based on percentage. Let's see its solution, dear students. In that question, we find the whole quantity. Find the whole quantity if 5% of its is 600. So in that type of question, first of all, let the whole quantity be x. Okay, let's see. So let the whole quantity be x. Okay, first of all, we take as let the whole quantity be x. Okay, then if 5% of its is 600, then 5% of x. Okay, it is the concept of that sentence is that now if first of all we let the whole quantity be x, then according to statement to find the whole quantity if 5% of its is this, so 5% of x is what, 600. So we write 5% of x is equal to what, 600. Now we simplify that equation. Okay, and we find the value of x as whole quantity. Let's see. So we can write as 5% as 5 by 100 into, we write x as it is x, which we find this is 600. Thus the value of x is what, this 600 into multiplied by 100 upon this is 5. 600 into 100 divided by 5. So we get what? We get as x is equal to what? Let's see, 5 2s are 10, that is 0. Okay, now we get 6 2s are 12 and we write 3 zeros, 1 2 3. So thus the whole quantity is, thus the whole quantity is what? 12,000. This is our required solution of the given question. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students. Thus, dear students, in this way, we in today's class we clear the concept of ratio as well as percentage, and we take and solve some important question based on percentage. Now we take one more question based on percentage. Let's see. Now let's see the question. Meeta saves rupees 4,000 from her salary. Okay, her salary. If this is 10%, if this is 10% of her salary, her salary. Okay, what is her salary? What is her salary? Let's see its solution. This is very important question. Okay, now let's see its solution. What is the solution of that type of question? In that question, dear friends, Meeta saves rupees 4,000 from her salary. Okay, if this is 10% of her salary. Okay, now what is her salary? So first of all, let x be her salary. Let her salary be x. Let the salary be rupees X. Okay, first of all we take as let her salary be, dear students, X. Then according to statement, then according to statement, let's see, saving amount is what, 4,000, and from her salary, and if this is 10% of her salary, means saving account which is saving amount is equal to 10% of her salary, and we take as the her salary be X. Then according to statement, 10% of X means 10% of X is what, 4,000. So according to statement we form that equation. Now we simplify that equation and find the value of X, which is her salary. Let's see. Now that is what I do, 10% is means what, 10 upon 100. Of means multiply into X is equal to 4,000. Thus the value of X is what, 4,000 multiplied by 100 divided by 10. Okay, now 1 0 cancel to each other, so thus X is equal to, this is 400 into 100. Now we multiply them, we get what, X is equal to rupees 40,000. 1 2 3 4 40,000. This is our required solution. Thus in this way we can say that Mita's salary is what, 40,000. Okay, thus dear student, in this way we clear the concept of ratio as well as percentage, and we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on ratio as well as percentage. So dear student, first of all you revise all the questions, all the concept, all the formula which we discussed in that class. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Now we are going to discuss about the next topic of that chapter, which is question based on buying and selling of an object. This student, that is the question based on selling price or cost price. Now let's see some important formula of that topic. Let's see, question based on selling price and cost price. That's why in that topic we have so many important formulas, including that related to that topic. Suppose the first is profit. Here's the profit. The formula for profit is selling price minus cost price, and the formula for the loss is what, cost price minus selling price. Okay. Now two also very important formula, which is profit percent and loss percent. The formula for the profit percent. The formula of profit percent is what, profit upon profit upon cost price into 100, and the formula for loss percent. The formula for loss percent is what, loss upon cost price into 100. So these are very important formula related to that topic. One important thing is that in that formula, dear friends, profit percent as well as loss percent both are obtained calculated on the cost price of an object. Cost price at that price at which we purchasing some any item, so that is called its cost price. Okay, so profit percent of that profit percent is given by the formula this. Now two also very important formula related to that topic. First is, which is selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. When profit percent is given, then apply here plus sign, and another formula of selling price is cost price into 100 minus profit percent, and minus loss percent upon 100. This is another formula related to that topic. So in this way, first of all you revise all the question, learn all the formula related to that topic as profit and loss, question based on profit and loss. Now in this way, today's class we discuss about the ratio, we discuss about the percentage, we also discuss about the some formula related to profit and loss. Okay, now in next class we take and solve and discuss, revise the topic, next topic of that chapter, which is selling price or question base of that topic and simple interest. Now you revise, first of all you revise all the question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, now thanks to all.